YouTube, hey Bug, we are live and ready to kickstart your Tuesday morning with this live stream all about Bangert's system review. Before we start, a couple of navigational highlights. If you'd like to ask us questions and you're in Bug or Bangert user group, there's a couple of different methods. So the first is that you can click the YouTube logo in the lower right-hand corner of this video player. That will open a new browser tab with this live stream loaded, and you can chat in a question. If you'd rather stay on Bug or Bangert user group, no problem. Just leave us a comment down below where this live stream is posted. So without further ado, let's get down to it. My name is Reed Bangert. I'm the integrator here at Bangert Inc., which just means I keep the wheels on the bus. I'm joined by Lisa Hutt. She is a construction accounting pro and a Sage 300 CRE expert. And we're here today to walk you through what the heck is a system review. So let's start with the purpose of a system review. It's really simple. To help you discover the tools, the resources, the capabilities, and the efficiencies of the system you already own today, utilizing our team's 104 years of combined experience in Sage 300 CRE construction and real estate. So the best part is a system review is absolutely free if you're on a Bangert support plan. So whether you're on an essential plan or a basic plan or a pro plan, you get a system review included in that. So if there's one thing though that I want everybody to walk away with today, it's that really a system review is right for really any stage that you are in your life cycle of Sage 300 CRE. So whether you have used it for 20 years or you've used it for 2, we know that you'll walk away with some quick wins and a better understanding of Sage 300 CRE. We created the system review for one simple reason. The further away your users get from the person who originally implemented your software in your company and the trainer or the consultant who trained that original implementer, the less and less the system is utilized. We know that for a fact. We see it all the time. We want to get you back to that newly implemented feeling. So, there's a wide variety of who this is for. If it's been 5 years or more since your recent implementation, you may have said, hey, we just implemented back in 2015. Well, that's 7 years, 7 years ago. If you've had some recent change to your staff, some turnover, or maybe even some additions to your staff, a system review is right for you. If you're new to Sage 300 CRE, a system review is right for you. If you're the type of person who really wants to maximize and optimize the system, utilize it how it was designed to save you time, to save you headache, all of that kind of thing, a system review is right for you. If you have heavy usage of Excel or you're doing a lot of manual tasks, a system review is right for you. So to kind of recap where we've been so far, if you're looking to improve efficiency, if you want to walk away with tools and resources you did not have before, if you want to demonstrate some quick wins, and you want to take advantage of industry best practices, a system review is right for you. So now I'm going to kick it over to Lisa Hutt, who's going to give you some examples of some of the quick wins you can expect in a system review. And once Lisa is done giving that example, I'm going to just go back to next steps, how you can take advantage of a system review, and how you can get involved in that.
Thanks, Reed. So the first step kind of in your system review is we meet with you, we go through some of your processes. So that involves Sage. It also involves your processes outside of Sage. So, we'll interview staff, we'll interview you, controller, CFO type people, or IT even can get involved. But we go through a comprehensive questionnaire that kind of spells out what you're doing currently, what your pain points are, and maybe where you'd like to see some specific things. So a lot of the system reviews that we go through, we end up talking through a bunch of specific utilities you can use inside Sage. So for example, in some of the modules, something that maybe a quarter of people use, if that, there's some import functionalities. So if you have a lot of dual entry, if you have manual entry, if you're using Excel heavily, there are some import functionalities where if I have an add-on software, for example, timekeeping system like HH2, there's, all sorts of timekeeping softwares that you can export certain files into a CSV or text file. Well, why do I want to come back in here to payroll and re-enter that into the time entry when I can just import it in? Okay, so there are various tools inside each module that you can import time, you can import job costs from a different system that you're using. You can import general ledger entries. And a big one that we run into is you can import credit cards. So that's something that we run into quite frequently. So payroll and credit card imports are two ones that when we go through your system review, we dive into Sage, but then we also ask what are your add-on third-party softwares that you're utilizing that you're outside of Sage that you would like to create efficiencies to get in that information into Sage. Okay, so that's one example. So if you look in the various modules, which I won't go through each one here, but if you go to the tools menu, you can kind of see some import functionality there. Okay, now I am going to be hosting a class on import templates in November, December, so watch out for that. And it will have these import templates in there. Okay, but as part of a system review, we will touch on this and provide you those tools as well. Okay. Another good tool that is underutilized is the Inquiry Manager. So it's a cost to purchase it. It's over here on your left menu here. It's called Inquiry Designer, but it's really not that expensive for what you get from it. So if you're constantly coming into a certain inquiry and you're adding columns each time, it will help you with not having to do that. You can design your own inquiry. Okay, so that's another example of one we'll go through with you in a system review. You don't have to redo your inquiry each time you pull it up. Okay. We also have a tool that we use that connects to Sage called Office Connector. So that's another one. If you have some heavy usage and you have some real complex financial reports and you're using Excel, or you have to use, something that connects with ODBC, Office Connector is something that we might dive into with you as well. Again, a very cost-effective tool and not very expensive for what you get from it. The last one I want to bring up that you might get out of a system review is My Assistant. So My Assistant is like an automated workflow software module that sends out pay stubs. It sends out notifications if your project is over budget, all sorts of things. There's hundreds of templated notifications in there. In the past, My Assistant's been a little with traditional licensing, or it's called perpetual licensing. It had been an expensive module to purchase, but now with Sage's subscription module or subscription licensing, it is more cost effective. So very cost effective, actually. So that is something in a system review we do like to touch on, because you can automate quite a few things, and a lot of people don't realize that. So it does help with time, and everyone needs time back in their day. So those are some of the examples of some of the things we go through when we go through a system review. We want to make it, we customize it to you as much as we can, but we do go through a pretty standard process to make sure we cover everything. But we do customize it, obviously, for you, so you get the best experience at the end of the day. So if you have any questions, we have a help@bangerinc.com. You can reach out to any of us, but those are some great examples. And again, reach out if you need anything question-wise.
Hey, thanks, Lisa. I really appreciate you taking the time to walk everyone through kind of just some examples of quick wins. As Lisa mentioned, payroll is a big one for us. We actually dedicate an entire session just to payroll, as well as My Assistant, taking advantage of things like Office Connector and My Assistant now. That Sage is on the subscription model. If you haven't taken advantage of that, please get in touch with us. You can leave a comment on the YouTube or in Bug or anything like that. It just makes the entry point, the price barrier, something that was thousands of dollars is now hundreds of dollars. So right now what you're seeing on the screen is our system review outline. We do keep a pretty rigid structure because it's a proven process and it's a proven approach. It just works. So what is, to kind of break down a system review, what is it? It's 5 1.5-hour sessions. You will go ahead and schedule the first one with us. We'll take you through session 1, which is just getting to know your process and your objectives, your company structure, your data, how that works, if you're running any reports in Excel and that type of thing. And then the remaining 4 sessions, we're just going to go through certain things like general ledger, cash management, AP in the second session. We're going to go through job cost and project management in the third session. AR, billing, contracts, equipment costs in the 4th session. And in the 5th session, we're going to exclusively focus on payroll and the next steps. The last thing really is that you walk away with a comprehensive plan on what you should take advantage of based on our recommendations. So I highly encourage everybody to take advantage of this. If you're not a support plan member, it's a flat rate of $2,555. If you are a support plan member, it is absolutely free. So if you head on over to bangerinc.com, in the upper right-hand corner navigation, just click support and you'll get to our support plans. You can either choose a monthly option or a yearly option, starting as low as $99 a month, going on up to $349 a month for Pro. One thing to highlight about Pro is our year-end services are included. So your year-end upgrades, your tax table updates, your help with 1099s, W-2s, it's all included in the Pro plan. And you can save up to 10% if you pay yearly. So something that I highly recommend you take advantage of. And then, year-end is obviously approaching. You could squeeze in a system review now, or you can, wait until February in that time frame after you're done with year end to take advantage of it. Then we've got a couple of free resources. Obviously, Bug, if you're watching us from Bug today, thank you very much. Bangor User Group, we just passed the 200 member threshold, and we're looking to increase that number every day. And also our YouTube channel. If you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel, I highly, highly recommend that you do. You'll get notifications anytime we're live, just like today. And you can also watch the plethora of videos. I think we have over 400 videos on YouTube, absolutely free at no cost. So if you need any assistance, if you need any help, if you have any questions about a system review, or if you're already a support plan member and you want to take advantage of a system review, email us at help@bangerinc.com. That's help@bangerinc.com. It'll come up here in just a second at the end card, and our team will be ready and waiting for your system review. Thank you very much, everyone.